Button. Who's got the button? Apparently
Press
I
the right
do.
one, and the magic will happen.
I hear you.
We'll save that for one of
Button.
the magic for one of the spicy books.
Oh, yeah. We should do one at some point if it gets voted. But hello, welcome to 100 Pages Book Club, where we are starting Six of Crows. And
Finally.
we have Kelly. We've already picked our spirit for the timer, which I did not put the actual timer itself on the screen, but we have our spirit, so we can start it. Start it.
See, we chose the pirate, the little pirate parrot, because this is a heist book. So I'm like, I mean, come on, it's perfect.
And you'll get to see the colors we chose for them. And it's that as dark as we could go without being black.
We did the best we could.
Yep. I think he's still cute though. And we
He's
made it
adorable.
nighttime, so it works. Heists usually happen at night. Unless they're very brazen and do it during the day. I mean, we don't know.
It's true.
I was gonna say something and I forgot what it was.
I'm sorry.
I don't know.
I think we got it. I think you did well.
We are here. Let's see
Yes.
who all is here in the comments and then we can get reading. Molly was here. She is first. Rumor has it there is some kind of shindig going on over here. It is. We're gonna be reading. I mean, who doesn't love reading, right?
That's our kind of shindig.
Right? Susan is here. Hello, Susan. Awaiting the upcoming Hootenanny. I haven't heard that word in forever. Hootenanny. Molly says, LOL. Hi, Susan. And Susan says, hi, Molly. I've had this book on my TBR for years, but never actually cracked it open. Hey,
Same.
me too. Metaphorically speaking, since I've read it on my Kindle, but this is just the kick I needed to get started. Well, welcome in. Yeah, I don't know how long I've had this book on my shelves. When was it published is the question.
I haven't had it on that long, but I can tell you exactly when because I have my haul up. Hold on. I can tell you exactly when I bought it.
I mean, I might have had it that long. I don't know. It says my copy says it was published in 2015. So,
and I bought it in October of 2024, used off Pango.
So mine is it could possibly be that old on my shelf. I'd have to go back and find out when I bought it. Where's everybody else?
I don't know. Maybe they're cookieing it.
Who all said they were excited to read it?
Oops.
Well, I know Swank's not here yet. And there was somebody else that was going to read it with us.
Well, I think also the did you say Swank was not going to read it?
Did she? Well, she's the one that read it in DNF, right?
Correct. Yeah. So she was not going to read it with us, and Vanessa doesn't have it yet.
Okay.
So we'll see who else was. I don't remember who else was starting, but remember, a lot of we're trying this for people who read at regular speeds, which is really good for a lot of us. But
true.
For me and my old life, but some people read much faster, Molly, and so. You know what I mean? So think about it. Like, what are the only you read 2 books last month, right? One of them was the one for 100 Pages Book Club. Do you see what I mean? So even when you are really, really busy and you've got a full schedule, you've got kids taken care of, you got your house, you got your husband, you got bills you got to pay, you've got all of these responsibilities. And you could still read 100 pages a week. Yeah. So that's what this is for. So I think a lot of people are either already have read it, and so they're going to join us in the discussion.
True.
Or they are reading it, but they'll probably read it closer to the end to just read the whole thing. So
That is true. And I have found that this has been helping to like at least get something read. Because I know there have been between the beginning of the year and now,
Hmm.
I think I'm now up to like 15 or 16 books read. But a lot of those, like, let's see, how many have we done so far for 100 pages? We did Ravenscollar, Book of Doors, Pride and Prejudice, and now this one. So this is book 4, right? I'm not missing any.
Right? Yes, this is book 4.
Okay, yeah. So this is book 4. And so, I mean, that's let's see, 3 completed so far because we're about to start this one.
Hmm.
So that's 13. That's 3 out of like 16 books that
So
I've
like
read so far.
25% of your reading.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've actually gotten, if it weren't for this book club, I probably wouldn't have that much.
Yeah, I think all those people that are like, "Oh, I wish I could read, but I just don't have time." They should be in this club with us.
Yes.
Because, like, sure, you don't have time to read a bazillion books, right? But you do have time to read a book. So come on, let's
Hmm.
do it.
Yep. Yep.
And we're reading fun books, even books we didn't like. They were still fun to complain about. So
That is true. I mean, they weren't, it's not that they're bad. It's just one of
no,
them could have had more potential, like it had the potential. Another one was written what 200 years ago, so we see where literature has come from.
hmm,
And the other one is can we have book 2 already? But we want to make sure that she does it right.
yes, yes, that's the Antonia Hodgson. We're waiting for the
Yep.
Fox one.
Oh, I can't wait. Can't wait. So, uh, Carissa is here. Hi, Carissa. You're just in time. We're getting ready to start reading Six of Crows. You're welcome to join us, or if you are reading something different, let us know what you're reading. But we're getting ready to get started. I'm going to pull up the timer um, and actually set the time.
Details, details.
We're doing 45 or 50?
Usually we do 50 and then a 10-minute break. But
Okay.
that is up to you.
I couldn't remember. You know how many times I use this and I change it? I have to change the time whether I'm doing like Maker's Quest, my sprints, these sprints, filling in for sprints. I go, what's the timer? Okay, we got the timer set. We have everybody. I say we do this and we shall start with the first sprint.
Let's do it.
All
So
right.
excited. I might need old lady light. Sorry, it's dark in here. And I'm going to grab a blanket too.
No worries, but we are going to go into our first sprint and we'll see you back in 50. How did we do on our first sprint?
I made it to chapter 3. So far I'm loving it. I love Jesper. So I'm loving it. I'm having so much fun.
I am also in chapter 3. I'm on page 38, like the bottom of 38 going into 39.
So you're ahead of me. I just got to chapter 3.
I do have the audio book and it's at 1.8. So, but I'm not too far ahead.
Nope.
So, I probably would be right where you're at, but I kept bumping it up because I started at 1 and then I was just like, nah, this is going to put me to sleep. So then I was just like, let me bump it up to 1.5. And then I just kept slowly raising it. I was like 1.6, 1.7. And I was like, this needs to. I was like, I'm going to fall asleep. But I like it so far.
I'm having fun. This is the kind of YA I like.
It was very, very interesting, the scene with, what was her name? Anya.
Yes, I'm very fascinated by what that drug is. I'm so interested. And I can see why you can read this without knowing the magic. They did a really good job of saying what each kind was. So I was impressed by that. It's been years since I watched the show, so I didn't remember anything. But I did remember I love Jesper in the show too. And my gosh, I love him in this too.
So he was in the Shadow and Bone.
The TV series. I remember I've not read the first trilogy. I've only watched the TV series, and the TV series combines the first trilogy and this duology, kind of combines it all together. So do I know what's going on right now? No. Do I know these main characters? I do not remember who Anya is. I don't know if I'm supposed to know that. I don't remember everything. But Jesper, Kaz, and Inej are such incredible characters. I remember them.
Okay. I did get what's the first book? Shadow and Bone. Because Audible has a 2-for-1 title credit thing right now. So I got a nonfiction and a in Shadow and Bone. Because I do have the book and I want to read it, but I have not been able to. So I will probably go back and read that after we're done with this. Oh, excuse me. I don't know where all the yawning's coming from now. Let's see where we left off in the comments. I believe Carissa was our last comment. I'm sorry, I know yawning is contagious. Susan says, how long are we here tonight? To which I replied, we are doing at least 2 50-minute sprints with chatty bits in between and after. We already did 1, so we have 1 more 50-minute sprints and then chatty bits. So.
And if we don't quite get to where this section is, then you just read it before next Wednesday. You know what I mean? So whenever you have time to.
Exactly. Ooh. I need coffee.
No, you don't. Then you won't sleep at all. Just do some jumping jacks. That's what I did last time I was tired. I'm like, I'll just do some push-ups. And I did like 3, and that was enough to wake me up.
I mean, I still have my soda from earlier, but it's like the caffeine is just it's not there. I don't know what's going on, so but yeah, we usually end around 10:30-ish, between 10:30 and 11, so you have us until then. Susan says, also chapter 3. My Kindle says I'm on page 46.
Yeah, the Kindle often has more pages.
That's pretty common. If you're...
So I'm on page 35, and it's right to the beginning.
Yep.
Of chapter 3.
I wonder where... Oh, God. Apologies. That was rude. Talking and yawning at the same time. I was trying to see. She said 46? Okay, so that's that. And then...
But because the page numbers are different, Susan, that's why we actually show you where the break is. and we judged the 100 pages based on our books because we're the hosts, so that's what we did.
My copy claims that chapter 3 will end on page 58, so she's got still a little ways, even if it was matching. There's still a little ways in the chapter. Oi, I might have to get some water. Susan says, doesn't feel like YA, even though I know the characters are young, which makes it good fantasy, and I don't care if it's YA.
Exactly.
Same.
That's why I'm liking it too.
Because they've immersed you into this world, and you're right, it doesn't seem like they're young.
Mm-hmm.
Molly says, I have the audiobook on 1.5 and have entered chapter 3. Same. So I'm at 1.8 now, but I started 1 and then 1.5, and I'm slowly like bumping it up. Susan says you'll get to the drug that Anya took a few pages later in chapter 3.
Ooh.
Oh, so they
So
make
excited.
mention. Okay. Susan says, I haven't read any of the Grishaverse, so I'm reading blind here. Hope there isn't stuff I'm supposed to know. No, and that was my concern as well, because I didn't know that being this is like a spin-off. It still kind of has some of the same characters as the trilogy. I just didn't know if that was needed to be read prior to us reading this, and it is not. We found out. It does explain a lot of the magic system apparently, but it is not, again, not needed for this duology. So,
And I heard this duology is way better than the trilogy too.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. And I so far I really like her writing too, and I was wondering about that because I've seen a lot of people lately that read The Ninth House and then book 2, which I don't remember what it's called because book 3 is about to come out. I'm sorry?
Hellbent, I think it is.
Yes, you're right. And the third one is about to come out. And so they're just loving it. So I really like this trilogy. So far, I mean, it's only 2 chapters in. But so far I'm having a good time. So we're gonna see. I might do Ninth House next.
I read Ninth House and I gave it 2 or 3 stars. I wasn't a fan.
Oh, well, that's not good. I hope you're gonna like this.
So we'll see.
Oh, look at the little pills Jenna made. Look how cute they are. Here, give me one I can pull out. Look, she made them for all her teachers because she graduates next Friday.
Those are so adorable.
Right? And it's farm tech. So for it to be little pills is just the cutest thing.
Right?
So cute. What's this one? Look at that one, the smiley face. She gave him different faces, different colors, everything.
That's cute.
Yeah, and they're all a little different because they're handmade. They're so cute. Cora, it's not for you. Cora's like, mine. No, it's not for you. No, Cora. She's super excited now. No.
I hope her teachers like those because those are adorable.
Right? How many times do like professors in college get things? You know what I mean? So that's
right.
Cool. That's pretty cool.
Yay.
Good job, baby.
How many did she end up making?
4.
Well, that's not bad. Molly says, me too, Susan, other than I had started it last year, but I don't think I ever got this far. Well, now you can.
And also, yeah, I haven't read any of it either. I did see the TV show. So that's why that's why these characters I am familiar with, these 3. They were the best part of the TV show too. I could almost care less about anything else. So I'm very excited to see the whole story because they weren't the whole story, right? So there's just a bit of them in it. And it was years ago. It was like 2020 or something. So I don't remember very much. So, but I remember them.
Yeah, like I said, I haven't read the trilogy. I was supposed to read it with a friend of mine, but I did not start it. She finished it. I did not. I am such a bad friend. But I will.
You're not. You're a great friend.
Thanks. I will read them. Just the timing didn't work out. So I'll read them, and at some point I would like to watch the show. Molly says hi to Carissa. Molly says, yeah, Alicia, we're not putting up with sleepy you in the morning.
Yeah, that's when we need the energy, man. In the morning, we need the energy. That's why when I come on sleepy, I'm like, I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, I forewarn you now, it's going to be interesting because I think husband has to leave quite early. Like before I normally get up, he might be waking me up to say he's leaving. So I might be up. So I don't know how tomorrow's going to go. I could be awake, bright eyed and bushy tailed, or I just be like, so we'll see.
Depends on how the coffee hits tomorrow.
This is true. Right now, I've been doing like the butter beer flavored creamer, and I think that the taste, because I've been drinking it a lot, I might have to change up the flavors again because now I don't really taste it, whereas before I tasted it. So I'm just like,
I get a new one every time.
maybe I should put like a drop of caramel or butterscotch or something in it, and then go from there and see how it works. But I also have hazelnut creamers, so that could be a thing. Which one of you bought a journal?
I didn't buy one. I was such a good girl.
I looked. If you're talking about Archer and Olive,
That frog journal was so cute.
it was
If
also the blue like fairy one, the
Mhm.
little fairy door. Ugh. I
Yeah,
was like, "Can I please?" And I was like, "No, I don't need."
there were a lot of cute ones. I will tell you though, if they had a lined one, I might not have been able to resist. But because the only one they had available in that froggy one was the dot journal, I was able to resist.
Sometimes I've noticed that they will do the dot grid and then later do lined ones.
Well, they have the option down there,
So,
right? So it just showed me that they didn't have it. I'm like, all right, well.
yep. And with them being the new release ones for summer, they may not have all of them yet.
Yeah,
But
I literally don't have time to journal in that way right now, right? Like reading journals and stuff like that. Just writing my journal is the best I can do. And I use mine for lists and stuff. So I do use my journals now. I decided, why am I getting all these pretty journals and then doing nothing with them? So I started using them. Even if it's grocery list, I don't care. I'm using them.
I've started doing the same thing
Mhm.
because I have so many journals, and I've saved the pretty ones for reading journals and personal stuff, personal journals, but I have so many notebooks. Dude, I started using them as like grocery lists and errands lists.
Yep. Yep.
I've got one for like daily intentions. So I'm all sorts of I need to
Mhm.
use them up.
Mhm.
Molly says, and then we can fix Kooky if we want to stay up late.
We can find a cookie sprint.
Oh, fine. Oh, no, I'm not staying up late. Molly says, Alicia,
I know.
stop
I'm
making
doing
me
it too.
yawn.
Seriously, get up, do some jumpy jacks. Where's
I'll
Ralphie when we need
stretch.
him? Ralphie, come wake up your mom.
I'm surprised he's not at the door meowing. Give him time. It could also because I probably need to take my jacket off. I am getting a little warm.
Mm.
So I'll take that off and turn my fan on. Jean says, hello, Kelly and Alicia. Have been ill some of the day. Haven't
Oh
gotten my
no.
pages read today.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, no, Jean.
I put my comments in for the pages today for our sister's keeper.
I hope you feel
Yeah, I
better.
hope you feel better too. They're secret, so when you can catch up tomorrow, we'll be here.
Susan says, my Kindle chapter 3 ends on page 58. Maybe a software update? No, because my chapter 3 ends on 58. So you're right on
So
par.
you're on it.
Yeah,
So you're in the middle of chapter 3 then, didn't just start it if you're on page 46.
exactly. Yeah. So she's a little bit ahead of us.
Yeah, because sometimes Kindle has the same pages, sometimes it doesn't. It depends on how it's practiced. Like mine says the same pages no matter what I do to the font. I just might
Mhm.
have to stay on the page 6 times. But there are ways that I can change it to make it the actual page numbers.
Right. You are right on schedule.
Right on schedule.
Molly says, Jean. And Susan says, adorable. My oldest crochets too. They're in the living room right now making a doily with the fine crochet thread. Ooh, I've seen people make those. And
I made
it
those.
makes my head hurt.
I made a bunch of them for my mom. It was a lot of fun when I used to crochet.
It's so tiny.
I love all these Gen Zers with these grandma hobbies. I think it's
Mm.
funny though, because I always had grandma hobbies too.
I basically just picked up stuff that my mom did. I mean, I don't do the jewelry making because she does make her own jewelry, or I should say did, because she's no longer with us. But she used to cross stitch, and she started to learn how to either knit or crochet before. So I picked up some of them, but I am not coordinated enough for crochet and knitting. So
The
I
whole
just
trick is don't be stagnant, that's all. Keep learning new things.
yes, and I think that's my problem though too, is because I do that, I just go, "Okay, I'm gonna learn something new." And it's not that I get bored, it's the I think I know enough and then I go, "Now what?" So then I'm just like, "Okay, well, that was fun. What do I do now?"
That just means you didn't love that thing enough. It's okay, find something else.
Yep. I still cross stitch and I know how to make candles, but that's kind of like a meh. I can do it if I needed to, but I don't really need to. So I'm a what do they call it? A jack of all trades, a master of none. Um, and Susan says, "Sorry, you're not feeling well, Jean." Yes, we hope Jean feels better. That is all I see for the comments, except for Susan's that just came in. Oldest got the knitting and crochet. We both cross stitch, and I sew and weave and needlepoint. We're a crafty bunch. That's cool. Um, you can pop in. There's the Maker's Quest sprints happening this whole for the whole rest of the year. There's several people that are doing crafty sprints. You can join one of them if you feel crafty and want to join in. I do some on my next one is this Friday, right? Yes, this Friday on the 8th. And then I don't know when I'm going to do it again because I won't do it for the rest of this month because kids are getting out of school. Oh my gosh. I did the math and they have 10 weeks for summer break.
It's a
So
long time.
I got to figure out what I'm going to do with them.
That's the fun part, though.
Yep. I got our themed weeks picked. So now I got to put them on slips of paper and into a jar so that they can pick one out and say, okay, this is the week. So that'll be fun. I don't see any others. So I think we're going to go into our next sprint, which I need to change our banner because this will be our final sprint of the night. So 50 minutes on the clock. Make it count. And we'll see you back in 50 minutes. Hello, hello. How did we do? How did we do?
I got to page 70, so close. Just started chapter 5.
Nice. I bumped it up to 1.9 and I'm at the beginning of chapter 6.
Nice, nice. I'm quite excited. I am loving it. I am intrigued. The inciting incident has happened, and I'm on board. Can't wait.
It's quite interesting to hear about what these the Jarda Parem does to the, what are they called?
Grisha.
Yes, that.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a very good question. So, because it seems to do different things, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they've only tested on 3. So I wonder,
Is there more than that? Like different types?
no, there's 6 types, 3 different main types, and then 6 different individual types within that.
Gotcha.
And that is on the first page of the book. So you can look at that to refer to it. That's the
Oh,
only reason
that
I remember the
list.
types. Otherwise, I wouldn't remember. Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't look at that at all yet. I saw the maps. That was about it.
Yeah, it's here somewhere. I know it was at the beginning. I saw it.
It was after the title page.
Yep, gotcha. Yeah, after the dedication.
All of these.
Oh, it looks like there's 3 in the ethereal key.
Yeah. Soldiers of the Second Army, masters of the small science.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's small, really, but
yeah, so it's fascinating. I'm very much into it. Having a good old time. So far I'm having fun. So we shall see.
how it goes from here.
Are you having fun?
I am. I'm enjoying it. Much better than Pride and Prejudice.
Yes. Yes.
There was no gossiping or tea. Why don't they have more tea?
Yeah, actually very fascinating characters doing fascinating things. Yes. Yes.
I
Yes.
know.
And some
And
mystery and some magic. I mean, come on, it's fun.
Kaz being arrested for the first time at 10 and then again at 11 and
Twice
then
at 12. Yep. Mhm.
and then at 14, well, yeah, and then at 14 and then he was fine ever since. But now he's like 17 and I'm like, "How? You seem older."
Well, I mean, that's how it works though, right? The harder the life you have, the faster you
True.
grow up.
It
But the thing
really
is, he's definitely more mature though, also, right? So he could be super smart, but he makes very logical, like not emotional, and that was a little harder to believe for a 17-year-old because some things you just can't control when you're 17 because the hormones are going crazy in your body.
Yeah, that is
So,
true.
but yeah, I would age these characters up. But otherwise, I'm loving this. It's so much fun.
I can't wait to see obviously finish the pages for this week and then um continue on. Ooh,
Don't start that.
I'm
I have
sorry.
more to do tonight.
I started to like doze off in that last sprint, but because the audiobook was playing, it kept I kept going. I was like, "Oh shit, I got to turn the page." I should turn the page. Okay, I'm back.
Don't stop. Don't
Okay.
stop. Don't stop.
I'm like, "Oh man, yep, going to bed after this."
Mm-hmm.
Which usually sometimes I just go, "No, I'm wide awake. Today, not so much."
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, I'm gonna go hit the pillow and then just be out. Let's see, where did we leave off? I believe this was our last comment.
Mm-hmm.
That was what Susan was talking about. We were talking about the different like Maker's Quest, and she was saying they do knitting and crocheting and all of those things. And she said, I just saw those and followed a link to the Discord. It turns out I do well with group sprints. They keep me focused.
Same. It's called body doubling. It works really, really well.
And I said, we love group sprints here. Yes,
Mhm.
because we can keep each other accountable and focused, and we actually get stuff done.
Yep.
Which if I couldn't do this body doubling and doing the like let me sprint and do tasks and reading, then I'd be fish out of water. I'd
Mhm.
be floundering. And then we had a Miss Paula. She says, hi, Alicia, Kelly, and chat. Swinging by to love on the like button before I head to bed. We are not too far behind you, Paula.
Sleep well, Paula.
Mm-hmm. I know it was it her sprints or Chantel's sprints. It was one of their sprints, and I know like she had um muted herself for a bit. I think it was Chantel's. God dang it!
Sorry, my turn. It was my turn.
And I saw you start to yawn, and I was like
Look
trying
away.
not
Look
to look at the screen.
away.
I was trying not to look at the screen. But she was saying Wyatt was not he was not having it and going to bed. And I was like, dude, I'm tired for you.
Yeah, it's exhausting what she has to handle with that sweet boy.
hmm Hopefully he was able to go to bed and she could get some rest.
Mhm.
That was me saying hi to Paula. Molly says, I am partway through chapter 4, but I did some YouTube watching too. Fair. Molly says, hiya, Paula. Susan says, just finished chapter 5, so finished page 80.
Almost there. You just got to finish chapter 6 and you'll be ready for next week.
Okay, so me and Susan are about the same. About the same.
I'm a little behind, but we're used to this. Look, I'm a slow reader.
Yep.
But I'll get it. I always get it done.
And you don't have the audiobook, do you? You're just eyeballs.
No, I much
Just
prefer this.
reading with your eyeballs.
Mhm.
No, I have the audiobook. Susan says, so far all the characters don't feel like they're 17 at all.
I
Agree.
agree. They should be young and they would have aged fast, but I would put them at least where the hormones have calmed down, right? Like the whole planning Kaz did was way too mature for a 17-year-old.
Mm-hmm. That's why I say at least he seems older, so it doesn't feel like they're.
I'm wondering if her editor, if she did have them older and the editor had them aged down. Sometimes editors do that. Well, we want this YA, so let's make them younger, but there's really no point to that. So, but it does happen sometimes.
I wonder if it'll be like that too with the like Shadow and Bone,
Because they're
or if
young too.
it's
Those
yeah.
felt younger to me though, at least in the TV show.
Oh really?
Yeah, and these guys, I mean, he's running a criminal enterprise release at 17.
That's unheard of.
Yeah, pretty hard to believe. But, we read these things, they're supposed to be extraordinary characters.
Yep.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I
I'm
refuse.
trying to hide it so that you don't
Refuse.
you don't see it. Molly says, "Are these characters meant to be human?"
Yeah, they're human.
Yes. Just some of them have abilities.
Well, Grisha are magical, right? But they're still human.
Right. Susan, I usually turn into a pumpkin around 9 p.m., so I am well past my bedtime. Yes, I'm getting there.
Yeah.
My pumpkin turning into a pumpkin is like 11. So
Susan's probably yawning on the other side over there.
don't even say the word yawn. Then all of us will start yawning collectively. And Susan says, Molly, I think they are, but some of them are gifted, sort of like X-Men. It's funny you say that because as I was reading or listening to the audiobook, I was just like, these kind of feel like X-Men. But they're not like doing good.
Well,
They're
there were
like
a lot of bad
still in
guys
that.
in X-Men too. You gotta have bad guys with abilities, otherwise there's no point to having good guys with the abilities.
This is true. But it's like a my God. It's like that gray scale. Like they're not really bad, but they're not really good. They're just kind of doing what needs to be done in a sense.
It really reminds me of Firefly, this crew. That's what it feels like.
I don't know what that is, other than a bug.
No, only the best TV show that ever existed.
I will add it to my list.
Don't bother. It's just heartbreaking. There's only 14 episodes in one movie.
Oh, I mean, I can still watch it, so at least I have context. Molly says, "How do we know that?
How do we know what? That they're human?
That they're maybe? I don't
We
know.
know that they're human because it hasn't been said that they're not human. That's how our world works, right? Like,
Right.
so if they were not human, they would say something else, right? They would say about them being elves. They would say about them being genetically engineered. They would say that they have, robotic parts to them, all that kind of stuff. So that's how we know. Plus, I've seen the TV show. They're human. But they are human. They just have special abilities. I mean, that's how we always do. I mean, like, look at Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible. I don't remember his character, right? Humans can't do that shit that character does, but he's human, right? It's that kind of thing, right? James Bond. James Bond can't do the shit he does, but he does it and he's human, right? It's that kind of thing. So, and except like again, the Grisha, they're so human, but they're magical. They have these magical abilities.
Susan says, people aren't treating them like they're that young as well. I mean, what middle aged businessman genuinely takes a 17-year-old and gives them a huge job like that? Maybe in their young 20s, but no one takes a teenager that seriously.
100% agree, Susan. Yep.
Very true. Very true. It's probably like what Kelly said. Brown coats forever.
There you go. Susan gets it. It's Firefly reference.
I got nothing.
That animated series better happen, man. I am fingers crossed for it. Give me something, man.
Molly says, shaking my head, Alicia. Shaking my head. I don't know what you mean. I don't know whatever you mean. And Molly says, Well, I don't see any other comments coming in. But we did successfully do the first round of sprints. We have 5 more? 5 more. 4 more.
Not tonight. Don't freak out, guys.
No. I'm saying, like, until we get to the discussion. You guys know that we do
3, 4. Yeah, 4 more. So there's 4 more and then the discussion.
Yeah. So 4 more sprinting days because we do this every Wednesday.
Weeks. Sprinting weeks.
I don't know what I said, but I'll agree.
You said days, right? So it makes sense, but that's confusing, right? It seems like it's in a row. So 4 more weeks. Yeah.
Yes. I was like, I know what I said.
Yep. You said days. Yeah. It's not incorrect. Just, sounded weird.
I was thinking in terms of like 4 more days sprinting before the discussion because I was thinking Wednesdays because we're on Wednesday.
Well,
But
if you said 4 more Wednesdays, you would have covered it. Done.
See, but I said days. And I was like, technically I'm correct, but
Can you tell I've been editing all day? Can you tell?
technically we do have 4 more sprinting days. They're just on every Wednesday, not in a row. And I am tired. If you couldn't tell by
Yeah,
the
Molly says we
yawning.
aren't kooky. That's right. We are not kooky. We're not doing 5 more tonight.
I would not be able to.
No, I'd be sleeping.
Same. Molly says, thanks for sprints, Alicia and Kelly. You're welcome.
Thanks for being here.
And yes, we aren't kooky. No. I don't even know who's kooking sprints right now.
Chantel was on when I came here, so I don't know who's on right now. Let's see.
I have no idea.
It is Atia, it looks like.
Oh, there you go. And Molly says, Kelly, you have 1 week to give me your suggestions for my readathon, or it's being developed as is.
Yeah, I don't have time. So, like,
What
I don't have
is-
time to work on that, Molly. I'm booked. So,
What is this?
It's just she was trying to do a different year-long one where you had to do a different book per month under a different kind of theme, stressing indie and stuff like that, and I love it, and I'm very excited about it, but I do not have time to plan something right now. I'm literally out of time. So,
Oh, for like indie?
yeah.
What do you have so far?
There you go. Molly, you can ask Alicia.
I can at least give you ideas. Send me what you got.
Yeah, because I am so booked. I would love to do this. Cannot do this now. So,
I can be
I
the
know my
thinking
limits, and I
brain.
am scheduled all freaking day long. I now have 3 manuscripts I'm supposed to be working on.
Oi.
So, yeah. So I've got to get one of them at least done this week.
Molly says, no, I mean, we are not kooky, so we aren't sprinting for 4 weeks.
Makes sense. I got you.
I would not be able to sprint for 4 weeks. I mean, like constantly. I don't know how they do it for a whole month, to be honest. 24/7.
Well, because there's a lot of us doing it. That's how you do it.
Well, I know.
Yeah.
Tia, I think. Yes.
Mhm.
I am capable of planning it.
You absolutely are. I didn't say you weren't.
Nope. We never would say that.
Mm-mm.
You also have to think that I might be delusional at this point. Because I've been up since like 6:30. So, take what I say with a grain of salt. Molly says, I'll send it to you, Alicia. I will read it tomorrow. She will send it to me tomorrow. Perfect. And Molly says, me neither. Sure. We'll say purple and move on. That's kind of like what my husband and I do that. Anytime each of us will be saying something, and it could be something like this that's going on in the chat, and then we find out something, and I just go, purple. I got nothing.
Mhm,
That's the,
mhm.
I have no idea what you're talking about at this point.
Lisa, I've lost the thread of the conversation. I'm so sorry. Blame my exhausted brain.
Exactly. Now watch, I'll go to lay down and I'll check something
Wide
on my
awake.
phone and I'll be wide awake for the next hour. I'll be
Mhm.
son of a biscuit.
Yep.
Molly says maybe I am Delulu too. I mean, it is almost the bewitching hour. So
Not for oh no, she's on Eastern. Never mind. Yes, yes for y'all. Yes.
do what now?
For a minute I put Molly in Central Time because in my brain Indiana Central Time because I keep forgetting that it doesn't go back and forth anymore. I know it's Eastern Time. Sorry. I mean it does go back and forth. Look, I'm tired too.
We're all tired.
Yes.
So therefore, we're gonna say thank you for coming to the first sprinting session of Six of Crows. If you haven't gotten caught up to the page 100 mark, that's okay. You can read it at your own pace. Just know that we will be moving on to the next section. So you have time to get caught up between now and next Wednesday. And then we'll move on to the next section. Cool.
Perfect.
But until then, I bid you adieu.
And we'll see you in the morning.
Yep. See you on Kelly's Morning Time Pirates. And have a good night and a week ahead. And we'll see you next time.